Welcome back to part two of our steampunk episode series. To, this is episode 34, and the next episode we will be talking about Ghost. Now, let's go ahead and jump on right in because there's a lot to cover. But fictional settings inspired by East Asia rather than the Western industry, especially those inspired by Chinese history, have been called silk punk. And this originated in a role in with author Ken Liu, who defined it as a blend science of fiction and fantasy, and it draws inspiration from classical East Asian antiquity, with technology vocabulary based on the organic materials historically important in East Asia and seafaring cultures of the Pacific, rather than the brass and the leather associated with steampunk. Liu used the term to describe Dandelion Dynasty, which began in 2015, and other works included Silkpunk as well. This can also be seen in music as well. Um, Steampunk music is very broadly defined. Abney's Music Park's lead singer Robert Brown is defined as mixing Victorian elements and modern elements. And there is a broad range of musical influence that make up steampunk, from industrial dance to world music to folk rock and a dark cabernet of straightforward punk as well. Um, Joshua Pfeiffer is quoted saying, "As for Paul Rowland, if anyone deserves credit for spearheading the steampunk music, it is him." Steampunk has also appeared in works of musicians and do not specifically identify as steampunk. Um, a continuation of this theme can be found throughout the 2011 volume Vices and Virtues in the music video album set in costumes. It is tributed to the album Clockwork Angels. In addition, Clockwork Angels is also supporting this progressive rock and band rush contained themes, imagery, and around steampunk. Similar, Abney Park headlined the first Steamstock outdoor steampunk music festival in Richmond, California. It also featured Thomas Dobley and Lee Prestons as well. Now, how is this seen in television and film? Well, for example, in The Fabulous World of Jules Verne and The Fabulous Baron, Munchkins were both directed by Karel Zeman. In 1965 television series The Wild Wild West as well. Now, 2 Years Vacation was directed by Carol Zeman, and it contains steampunk elements. And the BBC series Doctor Who, I loved that show growing up. It also incorporates steampunk elements. Several storylines can be classified, and most notably the evil of Daleks within Victorian sciences. During season 14, the formerly futuristic looking interior was replaced with Victorian style wood panel and brass affairs. In the 1996 American co production, the TARDIS interior was redesigned to resemble an almost Victorian library. Well, I would love to have actual TARDIS. That would be so awesome to have. Yes, I am a Doctor Who fan, guys. What can I say? But is also seen and suspected Jack the Ripper of being in time machine and travel as well. Now, mysterious castle and Captains is a great example of this as well. It's also used analogs that's used in Gulliver's Travels. Even the second half of Back to the Future 3 is gradually evolves into steampunk as well. Now, Alice Moore and Karen O'Neill in 1999's The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen's graphic novels greatly popularized the steampunk genre. So, it is retro. This can be seen a lot in many shows, especially in your anime shows as well. Even the sci-fi miniseries 10 Men incorporates considerable numbers of steampunk inspired themes into reimagining The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Um, and I mentioned this in the last episode, but The Legend of Korra, as much as I hate the show, it incorporates steampunk elements in industrial worlds with East Asian themes, such as the Penny Dreadful and all themes. Even the Penny Dreadful is a series of gothic Victorian fantasy with steampunk props and costumes as well. I know, Reese Rue. Japanese anime, Cavalry of the Iron Fortress, features a steampunk zombie apocalypse. In the American fantasy animated sitcom, Disenchantment was also there. This is also seen in video games as well. And those, so I'm not gonna name all the video games because that could be a lot. But there's Lapada Castle in the Sky, um, and the commercial success of Steel Empire as well. The Chaos Machine, the Chaos Engine, the Difference Engine, also. The SteamWorld series of the games has the player controlling the steam-powered remotes. Minecraft is a great example of the steampunk thing. So if you like Minecraft, then you know somebody's gonna try to argue with me on that. Watch. Yes. But because of the popularity of steampunk, there has been a growing movement of adults that want to establish steampunk as a culture and lifestyle. Some fans of the genre adopt the steampunk aesthetic into fashion. I mean, I totally would if I could withstand the heat. Um, but yeah. Now there are also several social events that happen, um, such as a steampunk club night as well in Los Angeles, and many more. There's even a steampunk Comic Con type thing that goes on. But yes, that is it for this episode. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day.